PS5 Pro just got announced and people are losing their minds. Here is why I think it's cheap. Question of the day is, will you buy a PlayStation 5 Pro day one? Let me know in the comments. But now let's get into the nitty-gritty. So this is the official post from PlayStation blog, and I quote, "The PS5 Pro console will be available this holiday at a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $700 USD, 700 GBP, 800 EUR. It will include a 2TB SSD, a DualSense wireless controller, and a copy of Astro's Playroom pre-installed in every PS5 Pro purchase. PS5 Pro is available as a diskless console, with the option to purchase the currently available disk drive for PS5 separately. PS5 Pro will launch on November 7th, 2024, and will be available at participating retailers and directly from PlayStation at direct.playstation.com. Pre-orders will begin on September 26th, 2024. Alright, so I've been going back and rewatching some of my old videos, and I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked at how dead-on my predictions were about the PS5 Pro. I called it early. I said this beast would drop at $700, and boom, here we are. Some folks are freaking out over the price tag, but let's be honest. You're not getting a PC with these specs, playing 4K at 60 FPS with ray tracing on for that kind of money, period. Look, I get it. $700 isn't pocket change, and for some, it's a bit of a sticker shock. But we can't be hypocrites about this. The same people whining about the price are the ones demanding 4K, 60 FPS, ray tracing, the whole shebang. You can't ask for a full-course steak dinner and then complain when it doesn't come at a fast food price. You could grab an Xbox Series X for $600, but let's be real. It's like buying last season's model when the new one's about to drop. Xbox Series X is already falling behind in the tech race. At launch, it was a solid competitor to the PS5, sure, but now it's starting to show its age, especially when you put it side by side with what the PS5 Pro is bringing to the table. Think about it. For just $100 more, you're getting a console that's a significant leap forward in terms of power, performance, and future-proofing. The PS5 Pro's got a GPU with 67% more compute units and 28% faster memory. Xbox Series X can't touch that. And let's not even start on the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution and RDNA 4 tech. That stuff's not just ahead of the curve, it's setting a new one. Buying an Xbox Series X right now is like settling for good enough when you could have groundbreaking. If you're serious about gaming, why would you settle for something that's already a generation behind? Sure, Xbox has Game Pass, and that's cool for variety, but if we're talking raw power, performance, and getting the best experience out of your games, the PS5 Pro is a no-brainer. Why PS5 Pro is a better deal than a high-end gaming PC. Remember when I said the PS5 Pro would be a better investment than a $2,000 gaming rig? Yeah, I'm sticking to that. I'm already seeing those doom and gloom thumbnails popping up all over YouTube. PS5 Pro will be a complete flop. Bro, chill. Y'all said the same thing about the PS Portal and the PS5. And guess what? Both sold like crazy. The same thing is gonna happen here. Once the reviews start rolling in and real gamers start testing it out at home, you'll see it's the real deal. And speaking of the PS Portal, let's put things into perspective. If you're really itching to go mobile, the PS Portal is a better choice than fiddling with garbage mobile games. It's like comparing a steak to a hot dog. And trust me, I'm planning to upgrade too. I'm broke right now, ain't ashamed to admit it, but I've got a game plan. I'll sell my PS5 Slim for about $300, keep my detachable disk drive, grab a 2TB external drive, and bam! I've got the ultimate gaming setup that still doesn't cost what a high-end PC would. Another point people are missing. Sony hinted at tech in the PS5 Pro that isn't even available on PCs yet. I'm talking about that next-gen RDNA 4. For those who might not be deep into the tech jargon, RDNA 4 is AMD's upcoming GPU architecture that aims to push the envelope on what's possible in gaming. And Sony's slapping this tech right inside the PS5 Pro, which means that once game developers start tapping into that power, we're gonna see some jaw-dropping visuals and performance. Here is what Sony has to say about the Pro. Welcome to the next chapter in gaming, with features like a 67% GPU upgrade, advanced ray tracing that triples the speed of the current PS5, and PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, which by the way sounds like wizard-level tech for upscaling graphics. We're looking at a serious leap forward. This isn't just marketing hype. These are specs that matter to hardcore gamers who want the best of the best. The PS5 Pro is poised to provide smoother frame rates at 4K with all the eye candy turned on, advanced ray tracing, 8K support, variable refresh rate, VRR, and even Wi-Fi 7 for faster online gaming. You're not just buying a console, you're investing in a piece of tech that'll keep you at the top of the gaming food chain for years to come. And hey, this is just the beginning. Sony's got more in the pipeline. We've still got a state of play to look forward to, with new game reveals and possibly another deep dive into what makes the PS5 Pro tick. Expect more exclusives, expect more innovations, and expect to hear more whining from those who can't see the value right in front of them. So yeah, go ahead and doubt it now, but when the PS5 Pro drops and those first real-world tests come out, don't be surprised when it becomes the hottest item this holiday season. Mark my words. And for those who are saying it's all just fluff and PR talk, I'd say, wait and see. Sometimes you've got to trust in the vision and the tech. And in this case, I think Sony's got it right. People are out here swearing up and down that if Sony drops a $700 PS5 Pro with all the bells and whistles, it's going to flop. Yet they'll drop $2,000 on a new iPhone because, what? Siri? Double ray tracing power? Bruh, the PS5 Pro is coming and you ain't getting any of the awesome games on an iPhone. You've got so much processing power, 5 times faster than my laptop, yet my laptop plays more games and is 100 times more productive than an iPhone or even a Galaxy S25. I don't know, man. Sometimes it feels like we're living in the Matrix. A new $2,000 iPhone and wristwatch drop, and everyone loses their minds. Sony drops a $700 PS5 Pro that brings the raw power of an RTX 4070 or even 4080, and people want to burn Sony to the ground. Look, iPhones are great. Samsung is awesome. Great cameras, great CPUs, great everything. But let's be honest, they're a jack of all trades, master of none. A raw picture file from a DSLR will always win. Always, just because of the lenses and zoom capabilities. And a laptop will always win for productivity, writing, creating, web design, all that stuff. A console like the PS5 or PS5 Pro will always win for those chill nights playing your favorite game at 2 a.m. on a 65-inch TV. I'm telling you this from the perspective of a geek who was all about smartphones. I used to buy every flagship. My favorite phone of all time, the Galaxy S8. That was my baby. Sleek design, luxurious, small, took awesome pictures. Then it died during COVID and I bought an A71, a mid-range phone, yeah? People called it a budget phone, but that's when I realized this is the beginning of the end for the flagship race. Because my A71 was better at everything than my S8. Camera, speed, everything. Heck, I even had emulators on it like Dolphin. Used to play a bunch of PS2 games on it like DBZ, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Resident Evil 4, and so on. Bought my S21F when my A71 finally broke down. That was 2 years ago. So what's all this rambling about? It's about who cares. Who cares about the iPhone 16 or 20 or whatever being announced at the same time as the PS5 Pro? Some people said the iPhone launch is the biggest event ever. You know what it is? Let me give you a summary. This is the most powerful iPhone we've ever made. No shut, Sherlock. And nobody needs it. Let's be honest. Assassin's Creed Mirage on the iPhone 15 is a joke. Like, who in their right mind? Yeah, let's take a massive open-world game, shrink it down to a 6-inch screen, and call it a win. It's like cramming a gourmet meal into a blender and saying, enjoy your smoothie. It doesn't matter how much power the iPhone 15 is packing. Ray tracing, a 17 bionic chip, all that jazz. It's still a phone. And you know what? I'd rather play AC Mirage on a PS4. Yeah, you heard me right. The PS4, a console that's a decade old at this point, still makes more sense for a game like this. Because here's the thing, gaming on a phone will never compare to a proper console experience. You're not getting that immersion, that connection to the game world, or that feeling of losing yourself in a story on a tiny screen you're holding 2 feet from your face. What, am I supposed to be impressed by touch controls? Or, God forbid, some half-baked Bluetooth controller solution that makes you look like a complete dork on the train? No thanks. Give me the old DualShock 4, a comfy couch, and a TV any day of the week.